What is good, fight fans? It's Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the LDBC. Now, I'm really liking this version of Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm really liking it. He was on Sway in the morning. His career is about to skyrocket. I already know. I'm gonna start off by saying I'm one of them people that think we should get Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Davis on free TV on Fox just for any other scragglers of fans. He can pick them up on free TV. I have no doubt that the pay-per-view against him and Tevin Farmer would make good numbers, but I believe that should be on pay-per-view. I mean, that should be on free TV, and all the other unification matches or big fights should be on pay-per-view. And I just say that because he hasn't had a big fight where two guys were named guys, on free TV. He fights a lot on free. He has fought on free TV, but a lot of casual fans don't know the guys that he fought. So a lot of casual fans know Tevin Farmer is. They know who Gervonta Davis is. If that will be on free TV, it'll give the winner. It'll give them both actually a lot more fan base than they already have. So I am down for the fight being free on Fox, but seeing that it's on pay-per-view, I have no problems with that either. I'm glad that he's Mayweather, Elderby, Leonard Elderby, or whoever loosen the chains a little bit on Gervonta Davis and letting him fight some top competition, some unification fights, and some people that actually, casual fans know. Excuse me. But he was on Sway in the morning yesterday. I caught it this morning, about 30-minute spot, 33 minutes. And he's speaking well. I knew it was nervous energy, him being a little bit shy on vocally, that, it was the reason why he, it was so difficult for him to speak his mind in front of the camera. That is deplenishing quickly. He speaks very well. He was very fluent in this interview. And you could tell that he's changed a lot. He's matured a lot, and you can tell by the way he talk. You can tell by even when people say things that probably would get under his skin or otherwise, and a few years ago, like he can deal with it better verbally, and I see and recognize and I applaud Gervonta Tank Davis' growth. And I believe him having a child had a lot to do with it. He says it had a lot to do with it. Nothing changes, immature male to be a grown man when he has a little girl, and it just is what it is. And he loves his daughter to the fullest, and you could tell it just changed him. He's maturing to a grown man, respectful man, and he is humble. They were talking about Tevin Farmer, and they were saying, do you think he's trash? He said, no, I do not think Tevin Farmer's trash. I think he's a very slick fighter, and yeah, he was giving him respect. Same thing about Lomachenko. When they talked about Lomachenko, he gave him respect. He's not that type of fighter that a lot of people put him out to be. When coming to talking trash, he was. At one point of a time, he was saying a lot of things about fighters, a lot of things on the internet. He did a lot of things in the ring that was frowned upon during the fights and after the fight. But I believe all of that's past him now, and he sees that he can be that great star that Mayweather told him that he could become. Because like he says, he never thought that he would be a boxer his entire life. Even when he was boxing in the gym, he just did it because that's the only love he was receiving. So he went there to get the love. And he just turned out he had a talent for it. And here he is today. But the interview was nice. You guys should check that out. I believe somebody called in and asked about, somebody from DC called in and asked about Gary Russell, and Gervonta Davis' response was funny to me. But it was truthful, his response was saying that he thinks that Gary Russell was in the heat of the moment when he called him out, because we under the same umbrella, and that fight could be made easily, but he sat there and said that he needed to move up first and fight a bunch of people first, and which he did. He did a lot of calling out, and then he reneged and said he had to, he still wanted to fight one at 126 and get Leo Santa Cruz, even though he'd been waiting on him for years and years. He still wanted to fight Leo Santa Cruz, but when he moved up, he actually has to fight Burchett, and then he can get. He said all of that. He called out Tank and did all of that in front of I forget what the rapper name was. And he did all of that calling out and all of that clout chasing at its finest for about 4 5 months, 6 months. And then when the question that needed to be asked was asked, he said that he had to fight 3 other people first, or whatever the case may be. So I mean, his statement, his answer was correct, but it was funny and it was professional. I would say his statement was professional. He kept it real professional there the entire time. I believe he had a little questionnaire going on in between the fights last night with Deontay Wilder, and I forgot who the other man was. He's holding himself well, and I applaud it. I recognize it, and keep it up, Gervonta Davis. He is doing him. He's living his best life right now, and I couldn't be more happier for Gervonta Davis. So it seems like the plan is to fight Tevin Farmer next, which is great. I can't wait for that fight, y'all. I've been wanting to see this fight for the last 2-3 years for sure. And after that, I don't want him to move. I don't want him to fight Lomachenko immediately after that. Even though that fight's supposed to be being made next year, that's cool. It could be made at the end of next year. But I want him to fight Burchett. I'm tired of people talking about Burchett like he's the boogeyman of the division. I don't think so. Miguel Burchett is a good fighter, but at the same time, people act like, people don't want to call out Burchett. Multiple people called out Burchett. Other champions already called out Burchett. Nobody's scared of Burchett that's in the division at all. I don't see him as being nobody's boogeyman. He's already got stopped before, and he fights strictly outside the country. For what reason? If you are the WBC champion at 130, the question is, what is he running from? We got Jamel Herring. We have a new WBO champion. We got I believe I forgot what the guy's name is exactly that took the belt from Alberto Machado. He fought him, beat him, fought him again in the rematch and beat him again. That is his belt. That's a new champion. We have Gervonta Tank Davis. We have Tevin Farmer. Nobody's scared of Miguel Burchett. And I would like to see all of them fight Miguel Burchett. Hell, I would like to see everybody fight Gervonta Davis before he moves up to 135. But let me know what you guys think. You guys check this interview out in the description below. Anybody want to give to the channel or help the channel grow? I have a Cash App. The Cash App will be inside of the description below. And that's it, and that's all. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.